continue.
Just hit continue.
You posted me.
Where's the, thing for this?
Probably at my desk.
All right, wait a minute. There we go.
You gotta use the little mouse.
There you go.
It's not
Oh,
touch
the
screen.
middle.
Are you on there now, Bob?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, sorry.
Let me make it bigger for you.
Yeah, I can't, it's hard for me to do those that way too.
We open the meetings at 4 PM. First thing on the agenda is certification of a statewide primary September the 8th, 2020.
So the state's not gonna do that till tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It's on their agenda for the 1 o'clock meeting tomorrow, so we're gonna have to hold the meeting Monday or
I
Tuesday.
didn't even know
Well, we
that.
can't Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I want you to repeat it so everybody hears it, though. I'm trying to stay off.
And I'll say that we want to, because we haven't received it from the state, I want to continue item 1, certification of statewide primary until next Tuesday.
Is that when you want to have a meeting next
Yeah,
Tuesday?
Monday's not good for me.
All right, we'll just continue it to the next meeting. We'll schedule one as soon as we can. The Board of Election is having a meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And on their agenda is the certification of the primary. So we
Okay.
can't certify till
Right.
they certify.
Okay.
Okay?
You want to second that, Paul?
Can you hear me?
Really? Okay.
You want to second that to continue until the next meeting?
I don't even know if you can hear me.
I'm not,
Are you muted, Paul?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
we don't,
All right, we don't have your voice there.
All right, I'll call in.
I
then.
think you're muted.
so my new contacts didn't come in today. I can.
But you hear us, right, Paul?
Yes.
Okay, but we're not getting your volume back. So that's okay.
I
He
can't in here, Paul, too, so let me see, maybe it's here. Can you say something?
Maybe not.
Should be okay, I guess you can.
Is she muted?
Well, just the volume. It can't be that close together, that's why.
Yeah.
All right, come over this way. Bobby, you're gonna have to.
It's not gonna work. Want to do one in your office or
We'll do one in,
Chris's?
I'm sorry. Closer, we're going to move one into the administrator's office so we don't get that background noise. All right, it's only gonna be a short meeting, but we're getting. Yes.
If it started, it'd be a short meeting.
Deanna, do you want to go in there then?
I'm just going to collect my stuff first.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound.
Yep, for it, Deanna. It's just sometimes when they're too close.
Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. Please enter the meeting password followed by pound. You are in the meeting now. There are 4 participants in the meeting. This you.
You, Andrea?
Can you hear
Andrea?
me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Paul.
Okay.
Is that Andrea's
I
phone
don't
number?
know whose phone number that is.
Okay, who's on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
No, Andrea, is that you? Whose number is 297-9048?
That's me.
Oh, you're in two areas. Okay. All right.
So you can't hear me other than being on the phone?
Well, we can hear you fine now, Paul, so let's just go with that. Go ahead, Bobby.
Okay, Deanna, you seconded it, didn't you?
Deanna made a motion to continue and Paul seconded. All right, try now.
Uh,
My phone.
Paul, Paul made the motion, Deanna seconded it.
No, vice versa.
Huh? That's
I made
versa?
the motion, Paul seconded.
Okay. Yeah, all in favor?
Vote.
Can you hear me now, Deetta?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good, because I got off the phone. I was getting a lot of reverb and feedback.
No, you sound good and you look good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, encourage her.
You do, you look very well. Oh, man. What are we now?
Two.
Okay, yes, that we done. Financial town referendum, September the 26th, 2020, update.
Okay, so as of today, is everything in? Everything has been entered. We have 98 FTR mail ballot applications received. And of them, 38 have already received back, voted. We've already got 38 of those ballots back voted. So we're in the process of keeping up with whoever's requesting the FTR mail ballot applications. We've extended that date, remember, to the 18th, which is tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're going to begin the absentee voting here at the town hall from 7 in the morning till 8 at night. That will be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of September. Now, we're going to do it a lot in the fashion that we have done the emergency voting. We're going to have a bipartisan pair sitting out there all day because I don't expect it to be over busy. And then if anything comes where we need the moderator or a clerk, staff is right here to assist. So we have 2 poll workers covering that. Kathy Wood is going to come back and work the afternoon shifts. And then the staff will cover, later or setting up. So we've got it pretty well set for that. On Saturday, the 26th, we have what, 4? 4 supervisors, the moderator and the clerk for the high school. We'll get Manny to set up for us, Manny and Phil. They do a good job each time. We'll get them to set up for us. And again, I don't expect a big crowd at any of them, so it should all be manageable. Because we've already sent out the 98. So you're gonna,
Do we have to be here at 6 o'clock to open the polls?
you sure?
Absentee voting.
He's got a different one than me. Do you have to be here to open the polls? Not for the absentee balloting,
But on the 26th.
for the actual 26th, you need to open your poll for the FTR. The absentee balloting and everything, that's just all a prelude up to
Yeah.
it.
Right.
This is the one we're using though. I think you have an
I have the
old one.
same thing, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You have this?
yes, I do.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we're kind of set on the poll workers then, right? Yeah, we're all set with the poll workers.
Who's gonna be the moderator? Who?
Joy Gilkinson. And is it Carol Salemi again? And
Yeah.
Carol Salemi. Carol's also going to be working one of the morning shifts here.
Okay.
So, but she's one of our good clerks, so
Yeah, she is.
she does very good. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, you're right. You
Yeah,
do have it.
yeah.
something.
Certification of the FTR mail ballot applications.
So Bob and Deetta will sign these. We have. You go, Bob.
38 of them, 39 of them, 38.
9. No, we just have 11.
Oh,
You've already certified, remember when we met the last time, you've already certified a lot of them.
okay.
So this is just 11 for the FTR. Bobby's signing them and Christine's going to bring them into you. Yeah.
Okay. So just to wrap up the FTR, we should be here at 6 o'clock on the 26th. 6 o'clock in the morning on the 26th.
Yeah, I'd almost say 6:30 is enough
Yeah, I think 6:30.
because you're just going to open the polls. It's going to be set. Christine's got it all under control already.
So do we need to show up at 6 o'clock, Nancy?
No, I would say if you show up at the town hall at 6:30, and if you can't show up, if you zoom in on us, it's just to open the election process for the FTR, and then we're going to reconvene
Then I don't have to come back.
at 7:30, same way we did for the primary. Because remember, with the FTR, depending upon how many mail ballots we have that night, the Board of Canvass is going to open the mail ballots, and we're going to put them into the DS 200. We won't shut down from the absentee voting until everything else we have for mail ballots has been entered. That can only be entered by the Board of Canvassers.
The Board of Canvassers or the elections?
No, the Board of Canvassers, this is just the FTR now.
Okay, all right,
So
So
you
we
know how at the end of the night, you usually open the
right.
mail ballot applications and then you
Yeah.
feed them in the machine? That's what you're gonna do at the end of the night. It's the same as we do every year for it. So you're gonna wanna vote for that.
Are there any, is there any provisional for the FTR?
If you requested a mail ballot and you go to a poll to vote, you're gonna have to vote provisional. Yeah, there'll be provisionals. We may not be able to, we're not gonna certify it Saturday night, but we should be able to, we'll know how many provisionals we have. Because we can't do any of that till a poll closes and they bring all the stuff back to the town hall. So
Okay,
we can't get the provisionals done that night. If there was one provisional, we might be able to, but if there's several, we won't be able to.
Number 3, the certificate of general election on November the
You're gonna
3rd.
take a vote on this
Oh.
motion. And we're gonna arrange for some meals for them up there. As far as the 3 nights of absentee voting, I don't know what we'll do there yet.
and I'll get the donuts in the morning and the coffee.
Okay,
And Christine's gonna see that the credit card's here in the morning at 6:30, so I don't have to come back.
okay. Okay, I need a nomination for the second for the certification of the FTR mail ballot applications.
Second,
Okay, all in favor? Okay.
Here,
I guess I did.
yeah, I already signed them.
The next, number 3 is a certification of the general election, November the 3rd update.
So there was a brief meeting today with the board of, do you know how many there are here? Okay. But I will tell you this, so far, as of today, we have 904 mail ballot applications. entered for the November election. Now, you all know that the state mailed out mail ballot applications to all the active voters. So we are getting some phone calls that people have already gone through the process by coming to the town hall and getting it or downloading it from the websites. But that's fine. We just tell them to discard that. There's no way you're going to get an application in there twice. Because once it's entered, it shows up entered. You can't put the second one in.
So we've got 904 already
We've
in.
got 904 already in.
Yeah.
We don't have, I don't know, the state said they were going to start to mail out the actual ballots this coming week. Wasn't it the weekend? This weekend. So as they get them in, they're going to be sending them back out. The ballots back out. So there was a brief meeting today. I'll let Christine, I didn't sit in on it. Christine did. She can tell you about it. But I do want you to pay attention that tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the Board of Election has a meeting, and their agenda for that meeting is they're going to discuss, and they may vote, it says discussion and may vote, to order any board of canvassers to remain open during regular business hours, 20-day emergency period beginning on October 14th. So that's for the November election. Just like the primary, they're going to make us do 2 weeks ahead of it. 20 days, I'm sorry, 20 days ahead of it. We will do the same practice we did for the primary. We'll keep 2 poll workers out here at all times. Now, this is what their agenda is tomorrow. They hope to get this passed. Secondly, they're going to discuss and possible vote on the installation of security cameras for the drop boxes. Our drop box is going to come in Tuesday or Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, Tuesday or Wednesday. So the box is very visible. It's got, you know, election signs on all 4 sides. They want it mounted permanently. So what we're going to do is to mount it on the opposite side of the mailbox against the town hall. And you can't miss it as an election box. But since we only use election boxes for election time, in the winter, after this election, the maintenance is going to try to devise us some type of cover to put over it so no one could mistakenly put any mail or anything else. Like, I don't know how you could, but if you did, it would prevent that. Now, we're going to have it mounted in cement with bolts, exactly what they require. However, they're going to try to discuss and vote. They want security cameras on that. Well, the town hall does not have outside security cameras. However, we are in touch with the company that the police department uses. Chris was instrumental with Chief Jones in getting that arranged, and they're going to come out next Wednesday to look at the site and to see where in the front of the building we could put a camera. So we're looking into it. We've been looking into it because they had sent us emails that said they might be requiring it. So we were already a little ahead of the game there. Thirdly, they want to vote, discuss and vote to allow local board of canvassers to approve placement multiple polling places in one physical location. That's instrumental to this town because we have had some calls. Amicable Church is a little leery on this. Country View has called us to say, well, you know, this is all got to go before the board now because we use some elderly housing areas and they're not particularly happy about having people coming in. So what this is telling me is that they may allow us to combine polls. Christine has listened into more on this than I have, but hopefully like we could use the high school for more than one district. We could probably combine 6 and 7 in one area and then maybe 3 or 5 in another area. We're gonna check more once tomorrow meeting is over. We'll really hop on it so we can get some advertising out for where people are gonna be voting. So
But you
it
do
all-
have,
it
you
all
do have a
depends on tomorrow's meeting.
you do have a contingency plan. If they say yes, you can.
Not yet.
We would not be, it's unlikely we'd open 7 polls. I don't even know
Yeah.
where we get 7 polls to open. It's
So what-
unlikely
What
that
you're
we,
hoping for is 3?
I'd like 3. It could be more, it could be less. It all depends how this meeting goes, what the Board of Election directs us we have to do. Because remember, it's all different ballots. We have 4 different ballots in this town. Because District 4 has its own
Oh,
Senate.
that's right. Uh-huh.
But District 1 and 2 have the same Senate and rep as District 3. District 4 is different, District 5 is different, and 6 and 7 are different. So we have 4 different ballots. Even if we combine them, we'd have 4 different ballots. So we'll see where that goes. And then they want, they're going to discuss and possibly vote to require Board of Canvass and staff participate in signature matching training. They're going to see these mail ballot applications being sent back to the state. They're going to scan them in. But we're going to have to match the signatures. And all this is saying is they want us to do some training on match the signatures. Well, we've been matching signatures forever. However, this may be something that's needed because of the way it's being done through the state. So of course, we're going to, if they're mandating some training, we're going to attend the training, of course. And then it says the board may discuss and vote on the designation of certain public libraries as drop-off sites. I don't know all the ins and out of this. I can tell you the clerks have been going at it today, emailing back and forth, because what they're talking about is a mail ballot box, but it wouldn't be outside. It would be inside the library where it's under supervision at all times. The problem is I don't know if they've worked out, how do we get the ballots from there? Especially at 4 o'clock when the deadline is, we can't be all over the place getting these ballots, and who is authorized to get the ballots. So this will all be discussed. They had a little meeting today. Christine attended. So then it said they're going to certify the statewide primary results, and then they're going to meet in executive session. So there's some good points to this and some kind of confusing ones for us, but the Board of Election and the Secretary of State, they really are very helpful in trying to, explain everything all the way down. So I'm sure when we've listened to the meeting and we listened to them speaking, because Friday, I believe, we're going to have a clerk association meeting by Zoom, and both Barbara Posa and Rob Rock are going to be at it. So they will again reinforce what is going to go on for the November election. Remember, we've got this FTR in the middle of it, but
Yeah.
not all these communities have this. They're all focusing just on the November. We got this FTR in the middle.
So Nancy, is this the Board of Elections meeting at 1 o'clock tomorrow? Is that on a Zoom or can we?
It's on a Zoom. Christine can send you the information if you
Okay,
want to
good. All right, good.
tie into it. Christine, on the training, the meeting you did today, is there any other new stuff?
The only thing that they spoke about was.
Well, you can tell it.
So it was just discussing the ballot box at the library. There is some concern. It's just going to be during election time, and that's just an extra place for, people to go to and drop the ballots off. It's only going to be selected towns. So usually places that, we're close by to our library, so they may not choose us. And some other towns like Cranston, bigger places may need the extra location. But that's going to be manned by the Board of Elections. It's not going to have anything to do with the local board of canvassers or, our staff. So it'll be just them. And then the only other thing was the training classes are set up for September 28th and 29th for the signatures. And that was about it. And if they wanted any representatives from local towns to attend the meeting and speak on behalf, if they had any questions or concerns about any of the proposals that's on their agenda. So that about wraps it up.
Where is the 28th and 29th signature training?
I believe it's going to be
Zoom.
through Zoom. They have a special
Yeah.
company that's coming in to
Okay.
train us on how to read signatures. So
Okay.
it's people from the outside, a company coming in.
Okay,
But it would be a good one if you're interested to
Yeah.
get on. It'll probably give us some pointers we haven't paid too much attention to. Although our stand has always been to try to validate and to look for something similar in it, to try and validate. So that's going to be on the Monday, Tuesday, but I will tell you that the Clerks Association and the League has sent some letters to the Board of Election, with some questions such as the library. Well, now they've explained that the library will not be manned by the town Board of Canvass, which is good because you don't have the personnel to be authorized driving around with these ballots. So that's a good point. And we'll keep you updated on that. We've got this FTR in the middle, so we'll keep you updated. How are you doing on poll workers, Christine?
I have quite a few. I have about 16 right now, 17.
Okay, she's got 16 or 17 poll workers for the November election, so that's well on its way. I think the harder part is getting the moderators and clerks.
Yeah.
Nancy, didn't we at one time have two different districts at the high school?
We did. I mentioned that to them
Yeah.
before. We put the divider up and we had one district. I don't know why. Maybe some school wasn't ready or something. Well, did it have to do with Amicable Church being renovated? Maybe. I
Yeah.
can't remember all the particulars, but they did allow us to put the divider.
Yeah,
We
I
had-
remember too.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying I think the high school could comfortably
Mhm.
do two different districts. And we could put, the bulk in there.
Yeah, I think we've done it.
Still, we'll still try to use the VFW. We may have to send a cleaning crew in
Yeah.
and a cleaning crew after. And the schools I'm not worried about because, the town owns the schools, but they could require we go in and clean. I mean, they're doing all this to keep the kids safely in there. And so we may have to have it cleaned before and after, but that may be something we'll have to do.
I'll be right back.
I'm hoping for the VFW, the high school could do at least two. And the Ranger School, I'd like to keep it out of the other areas, but we'll see what the board tells us, and I can't approach them till next week because we need to get through that meeting with them tomorrow. Do you know how many are here? No? That's all right. Go ahead, you can do the certification. But if you want to just sit here and not sit
No,
there.
that's
you
fine.
can
I
have-
just wanted to get some stuff
Okay.
here that I needed. No problem.
All right, so we have numerous mail ballot applications for the November election. Now, remember, all these that the state is sending out, the envelope returns them to the state. These are all, this 904 that I told you about, they're all ones that have contacted us or downloaded it from the websites and brought it here. We accept them with a knock on the door in the lockbox. And by Wednesday or Thursday, we should have a ballot box out there. Try to remember to contact Vinnie and Phil tomorrow. because the security camera guy's coming Wednesday, but we need that mounted out there too. We're gonna keep it inside till we get the mounting. Oh, battery's running
Your
low.
battery.
Oh, we
That's
gotta
fast.
plug it in. We're running a little low on battery. Just give us a minute. Yeah, there's the white plug. There you go. So Bob is signing, and then we're gonna take him into Dieta. You can call for a motion while you're doing that, Bob.
Huh?
You can call for the motion while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just-
Okay, certification of the general election and mail ballot applications. Could I have a motion on that?
Motion to approve the certification of general election mail ballot applications.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes.
You know, as opposed to ordering out dinners on those 2 nights, we could order out like pizza or something simple, you know, instead of whole dinners.
Yeah.
Because they'll only have been working a half day. They could have lunch
Yeah.
before they came.
I think most of them are working half days. There may be one that's working a full day, but all the rest are working half days.
Well, we'll pick up pizzas.
Yeah.
Because you can get them delivered.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can always heat it up and microwave.
Yeah, because you're only talking 2. And if we want,
You just missed one, that's all. Just checking.
I didn't want them to vote anyway.
there's so many of them, they stick.
what about the deadlines for the people that are overseas, Nancy?
The FPCAs, that's passed, right?
Well, they have the same deadline, but they're mailing all the rest of them out this weekend, the ballots and everything for FPCA.
Christine said the state's mailing all the ballots and everything out this weekend
Okay,
for the FPCAs, which is just overseas military, or if you live over there.
here we go again, right?
So when are we having the next meeting?
Well, now we can't certify the
Yeah.
primary until,
Just missed one.
Oh, gee.
I mean, today's Thursday, so I can't post for Monday.
We said
Best
Tuesday.
we can do is Tuesday, because you need
Be able to-
48 hours, not counting a weekend.
And we'll be able to certify the election that we just had, right? On Tuesday.
The primary election,
Yeah,
yes. We should be able to do that Tuesday.
okay. What time Tuesday?
Is it better for you Tuesday or Wednesday? What else we got? Nothing, but we'll have more mail ballot applications, that's it.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter, whatever time is convenient for the board.
Paul, is there another time for you?
I have to go to the office that day. So that's not a good day for me unless you make it at 5.
How about Wednesday? Is Wednesday a good day for you?
No, Wednesday this week is not a good day.
When is the 23rd?
23rd is Wednesday.
Yeah, that's not a good day for me.
I got an appointment at 9:15.
Okay. So do you want to do it Thursday?
Yes,
Thursday would be fine.
Yeah, but it's fine with me.
Okay,
Is
so
that
we'll have a lot more certifications, mail ballots to certify. And we'll already have been in our second day of absentee voting.
What are you doing?
So that might be a good day. They're gonna do it Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any better time? Could Thursday morning work for anybody or Thursday around noon?
Not for me.
Okay, what time, Paul?
I would say 4.
Okay,
fine with me?
well, that's okay. We're here till 8 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, we're here late.
Yeah, why don't we make it 5 then, if that's okay with everybody?
And what's the date that day, the 23rd,
24th.
24th?
Now, if 5 o'clock isn't convenient for folks because of the dinner hour or whatever reason, 4 o'clock will be fine.
No,
So,
that's-
Well, we're gonna have a lot to sign, so let's start at 4, because if we start at 5, we'll be here till 7.
okay.
Okay,
Don't you think, Nancy?
yeah, because they're coming in. Now, remember, a lot of what the state is sending out, you could bring it back here, but most of them will mail it to the state.
Mhm.
So they want to do it at 4 o'clock, Christine, 4 o'clock Thursday. And we'll do the certification of the primary. That's fine, because they're not certifying it till tomorrow. And we'll update you on because we'll be in the second day of absentee voting for the FTR. So we'll update the FTR and then we'll try to get the rest of your minutes. What minutes do they have to?
August 31st and September 4th.
Okay, so the September 8th and 11 minutes. Is today the 11th? No, today's the 14th. Okay,
17th.
17th.
right. So we'll try to get those in for next Thursday. One of them is my holdup on the 8th, so.
Oh, good. I thought that I was missing.
The phones are ringing constantly over this
Mhm.
mail ballot stuff. But we do have the 31st and the 4th. You were all sent them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Well, you need a motion to approve the minutes.
Yeah. 31st and the 4th. Well, I need a motion for the 30 minutes for the 34th, 31st and the 4th. 31st of August and the 4th of September.
I would make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented, as long as no one has any corrections or deletions.
We took care of that, right, Christine?
Yes.
Yeah, I had one, but she took care of it. Okay.
Okay.
Second.
You second it then?
Mhm. For the 31st and the 4th, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good enough.
So the 8th and the 11th, you're going to have a motion to carry them forward.
Okay.
They're just not ready yet.
Yeah.
but-
We need a motion for
Okay.
September the 8th and September the 11th to carry forward.
Make a motion that we carry forward September 11th, September 8th minutes.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Okay.
Aye.
No, Nancy, I think we ought to do it today.
What?
Okay with me. It'll be doable.
Talking about the
No, we're all set.
You got anything you have to bring up? Christina, you got anything? Paul or Deanna, you got anything to bring up after this?
No,
Oh.
sir.
No,
Now we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
you're here.
Okay, all those in favor?